Hello, my dear students. Good morning. Today, once again, I'm going to continue your class 8th English grammar. Okay, and I was teaching you, already chapter number 10. So, chapter number 10, class 8th English grammar and reported speech. So, these points I was teaching you, already. And for understanding this, you have already studied a lot of things and a lot of rules and regulations. I have told you already that how you will change from direct speech to indirect speech. For this you have studied about rule number first, after that rule number second, after that rule number third, after that rule number fourth. So today in this class I'm going to continue once again your rule number 5 so that you can understand rule number 5, and once again I will revise at last all those rules that you have already studied. So very first I will continue from here so that you can understood and chapter number, you can say rule number 5. Okay, so let's come and understand thoroughly. You will listen very carefully. Statement. In the rule number 5, very first it's told about the statement, because whenever you will talk about the statement, you can say statement means simple sentences. We are talking about the simple sentences. So simple sentences means what? Statement. Because when you will talk about the interrogative, it means question. So whenever you are talking about interrogative means question, but over here we are not talking about the question. In the first part we are talking about the statement, and statement means what? Statement means simple sentences. Statement means simple sentences. So in the indirect speech are generally introduced by the conjunctions that, in the indirect speech, it means when you will have your indirect speech are generally introduced by the conjunction that, यानी जब भी हम इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच को लिखते हैं, यानी अगर हमारे पास कोई डायरेक्ट का स्पीच का सेंटेंस हो एंड वी आर चेंजिंग इट इनटू इनडायरेक्ट, देन फॉर यू कैन से adding them, because this is the, in that you can say in the direct speech we have two part of a sentence. So you can say, so this is the reason that we use or we add them by the conjunction that. You will keep in mind reporting verb. So reporting verb and reported speech, two part you have, reporting verb and reported speech. So for the both reporting verb and reported speech, when you will add them, then you will use conjunction that. You will use conjunction that, because you have studied already in the chapter conjunction that conjunction is you can say word that always add two words or sentences, and over here we use that for adding two sentences. Why? Because direct speech has two part of sentence, and over there with a conjunction we add them, and in this way they become a sentence. Okay, so statement and statements in simple sentences. So when your reported speech will be in simple sentences, then you will add them with that statement. In the indirect speech are generally introduced by the conjunction that. For example, he told me I cannot help you. Listen carefully so that you can understand that how you are adding them with that. And the first example is, you can see here, he told me. What he told me? He told me, this is the first part. This is, you can say, reporting verb. And I cannot help you. This is what? This is reported speech, because this is the speech that is told over here. So he told me I cannot help you. Okay. So what you have understood here, listen once again, I want to tell you what you have understood here. 2 point. 2 point what? First part you can say he told me, and second part he cannot help you. Okay, he told me he cannot, or I cannot help you. So I cannot help you and he told me. These are the two parts, and you know already that this is the sentence that is given in direct speech. This is direct speech. So direct speech का sentence जब दो part में होता है, तो उनको अगर हमें ऐड करना होता है, यानी इनडायरेक्ट में जब हम, क्योंकि इनडायरेक्ट जब आप बनाएंगे तो आप ऐड करेंगे, एंड फॉर एडिंग देम वी यूज द कंजक्शन that. What we use? That conjunction you will use. So all these points you will keep in your mind. Okay, so statement, when we will talk about the statement, so statement in the direct speech are generally introduced by the conjunction that. As you can see in example, he told me I cannot help you, so he told me, उसने मुझे बताया, I cannot help you, ये दो पार्ट हो गए सेंटेंस के, इनको जोड़ने के लिए हमें क्या यूज करना पड़ेगा, that। तो ये सेंटेंस क्या बन जाएंगे, लिसन, he told me that he could not help me। अब आपको समझ में ये आना चाहिए कि यहाँ कैन नॉट को कुड नॉट में चेंज किया गया है, बिकॉज यू हैव स्टडीड इन द प्रीवियस रूल्स दैट when your first part reporting verb will be in past, then next part you can say reported speech will be changed into past। so this is the reason can का यहाँ पे क्या हो गया है, past हो गया है, and you know already that can का past क्या होता है, good। so he told me, and after that you have used a conjunction because it is very important to use a conjunction like here I've introduced in the rule number 5 first statement। so he told me I cannot help you, he told me that he could not help me। okay, so I hope you have understood till here. Next point, question, and after that when we will talk about the question, so what is the important rule of the question? It means question means what, interrogative sentences. Question means what, question means interrogative sentences, and what is the rule of interrogative sentences that you should understood. What is the rule of interrogative sentences, keep in mind. And over here we are talking about the interrogative sentences when interrogative sentences is given in reported speech only। यानी रिपोर्टेड स्पीच को आप देखना है, रिपोर्टेड स्पीच का सेंटेंस अगर इंट्रोगेटिव में होगा, देन हाउ यू विल चेंज, यू विल यूज अ कंजक्शन दैट विल नॉट that will be if or whether। see how, see the first example, question, when being reported follow the rules given below। yani whenever you will have in reported speech a sentence that is interrogative, then what you will do, these kind of rules you will follow। the first introductory verb is changed to asked, inquired, demanded, etc। यानी इंट्रोडक्टरी जो वर्ब होता है दैट इज रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब, द फर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द डायरेक्ट स्पीच। so over there you will change the verb into asked, inquired, demanded। it means you can keep over there asked or inquired or demanded according to the situation। asked की सिचुएशन होगी then you will use asked। अगर inquire यानी किसी चीज को जानने की कोशिश की गई होगी then you will use inquired or demanded। but you must change that reporting verb into these verbs when you will have the question in your reported speech। okay, so introductory verb is changed to asked, inquired, demanded। and second rule, what the second rule, over here you can see the second rule। so first rule you have understood, after the second rule, whether or if when used after the introductory verb always admits one of the answers as no। whether or if when used after the introductory verb always admits one of the answers as no। and third, so have you not understood? Listen once again. Whether or if, it means at the place of conjunction as you are adding in the statements. In the same way in question you will use two conjunction. You can use either of the one। It means फर्स्ट वेदर, सेकेंड यू हैव इफ, इनमें से कोई एक यूज करना है, या तो आप वेदर यूज करेंगे, आइदर यू विल यूज इफ। सो इफ एंड वेदर, if and whether, these are the two important conjunctions that you can use in question। next point, third point, what is third point, the interrogation mark, it is very important, listen carefully, the interrogation mark placed after question in the direct form is not placed after question in the direct form। it means what, the interrogation mark placed after question in the direct form, यानी direct speech का जो question mark होगा, because over there when you will have your reported speech in interrogative sentences, then when you will have interrogative sentence, then there is a question mark always put it over there, you will keep in mind। okay, but when you will change that sentence into indirect, then you will replace, you will not write the question mark। why? Because you have already changed it into indirect, and indirect, after changing in indirect, we never use the interrogation mark। so listen, the interrogative mark, interrogation mark placed after question in the direct form is not placed after question in the indirect form. Okay, so this is the rule of question. After that, we will study about the rule of commands and requests. So what is the rule of commands and request? I'm going to tell you what is the rule of command and request, and it is very important to understand, because commands and request means imperative sentences, because the commands and request we do in imperative sentences. So when you will have any imperative sentence in your reported speech, then what kind of rule and regulations you will follow from changing to direct into indirect. Okay, so in reporting a command or request, the rules that you should follow: rule number first, the introductory verb changes into request, beg, implore, entreat, order, command, advise, threaten, etc. द इंट्रोडक्टरी वर्ब, यानी जो इंट्रोडक्टरी वर्ब होता है, यानी जो रिपोर्टिंग स्पीच का वर्ब होता है, इंट्रोडक्टरी मतलब जो शुरुआत की है, जो इंट्रोड्यूस करती है, सो द इंट्रोडक्टरी वर्ब इट मीन्स रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब changes into, अब यहाँ कब, when you will have command and request, it means reported speech अगर किस में होगा, रिपोर्ट, ध्यान में रखना है, अगर रिपोर्टेड स्पीच आपका किस में होगा, इंपरेटिव सेंटेंसेस में, किसमें, imperative sentences में होगा, then when you will have imperative sentences, it means when you will have advice, command, request, then this rule you will follow. And what is the rule that you will follow? First example you can see, for reporting a command or request, the introductory verb changes into request, beg, implore, entreat, order, command, advise, threaten. जैसा कमांड क्या होगा, जैसा आपके सेंटेंस में सेंस दिया होगा, रिक्वेस्ट का सेंस होगा, देन यू विल यूज रिक्वेस्ट, बेग का होगा, देन यू विल यूज बेग, इम्प्लोर का होगा, देन यू विल यूज इम्प्लोर, इंट्रीट, ऑर्डर, अगर सपोज कीजिए ऑर्डर है, कमांड है, देन यू विल यूज ऑर्डर, कमांड, और एडवाइस, इट मीन्स ओवर देयर if advice will be given, then you will use advice or threaten. So according to the sense you can use all these commands: request, beg, implore, entreat, order, command, advise, threaten, according to the command that is given over there in your imperative sentences. In reported speech, in the same way you will follow all these things, all these words in your reporting verb. Okay, after that, second thing, the verb in the reported speech is in the infinitive form. Infinitive form means you will add to, listen, I'm going just I will tell you examples also, so you will understood. So listen, the verb in the reported speech is in the infinitive form. और infinitive form का मतलब क्या होता है, टू प्लस वर्ब. जब भी टू प्लस वर्ब की बात करते हैं तो इसका मतलब क्या होता है, infinitive. I have told you already in the classes. Okay, so infinitive means टू प्लस verb, यानी ये टू प्लस वर्ब के फॉर्म में चेंज होगा. कैसे? लिसन, आई एम टेलिंग यू एन एग्जांपल. एज यू कैन से ओपन द विंडो. सपोज he said ओपन द विंडो. सपोज कीजिए आपका सेंटेंस है, 1 मिनट, सपोज कीजिए आपका सेंटेंस है he said. ओके, he said ओपन द विंडो, ओपन द विंडो. तो जो आप इसे चेंज करोगे तो कैसे चेंज करोगे, ही सेट का हो जाएगा. सपोज कीजिए वो आपसे रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा है कि विंडो को ओपन कर दो, या ऑर्डर कर रहा है, तो ऑर्डर करेगा तो आप क्या लिखेंगे, ही ऑर्डर्ड. व्हाट यू विल राइट, ही ऑर्डर्ड, ORDERE, ही ऑर्डर्ड टू ओपन द विंडो, टू ओपन द विंडो. तो आपने यहां देखा टू प्लस वर्ब, to open the window. So when you will talk about to open the window, so this is infinitive form. This is infinitive form because I have told you already. One second, listen. ऐसे होगा, he ordered, he ORDERED to open the window. यानी जहां पे आप कंजक्शन यूज करते हैं वहां पे कुछ नहीं यूज करना होगा, टू आप लिखेंगे. he ordered to, इसके बाद open the window, open the विंडो। तो यहाँ समझना क्या है, यहाँ पे जो इन्फिनिटिव बातें लिखी गई थी, एक मिनट बताता हूँ। आपने जो यहाँ इन्फिनिटिव की बात देखी थी, तो ये इन्फिनिटिव क्या है, टू ओपन। इस तरह के वर्ब का फॉर्म हम यूज करते हैं। सो आई होप यू हैव अंडरस्टूड इट आल्सो। सो लिसन, द verb in the reported speech is in the infinitive form। यानी verb कैसे चेंज हो जाती है, infinitive के फॉर्म में। कब, commands and request, or you can say when you will have reported speech in imperative sentences। And what is the sense of imperative sentences? Always, you know, command, request, advice, these kind of things. And according to that, you will use your reporting verb also as request, beg, implore, entreat, order, command, advise, threaten. Okay, after that, next part that you have exclamation or wishes. It means, you know, already I have told you already 5 kind of sentences. So exclamation, it means the always, you can say that sentences that always exclaim, जो आश्चर्य प्रकट करते हैं। And second, you can say optative sentence, that is wishes। ओके, सो ऑल दीज पॉइंट्स यू विल अंडरस्टैंड। यानी जब आपके रिपोर्टेड स्पीच में या तो एक्सक्लेमेशन दिया हो, यानी ऐसा सेंटेंस दिया हो जो आश्चर्य प्रकट करता हो, सरप्राइज करता हो। ओके, so and after that, if you have any sentence that wishes, that wish anybody, okay, so reported speech को आपको ध्यान में रखना है। when you will have reported speech in exclamation sentences or optative sentence, यानी wishes वाले sentences, then according to the sense you will use these rules। so when reporting exclamation और विश इन द इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच, तो इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में करने के लिए फर्स्ट में क्या करना होगा, द इंट्रोडक्टिव वर्ब चेंजेस टू, यानी अगर विश की बात होगी देन यू विल चेंज इनटू बेस। ब्लेस होगा देन यू विल चेंज बेस। अगर प्रे होगा तो प्रे, क्राई, exclaim and declare, all these words in reporting verb के place पे आपको लिखना होगा, because reporting verb will be changed into the, you can do into the sense of reported speech। तो रिपोर्टेड स्पीच का जैसा सेंस होगा उसके अकॉर्डिंग आपको रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब के वर्ब को चेंज करना होगा। एज यू कैन सी द इंट्रोडक्टरी वर्ब चेंजेस। इंट्रोडक्टरी वर्ब मींस मेनी टाइम्स आई हैव टोल्ड यू वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द reporting speech। Okay, so introductory verb change, sorry, reporting verb, so introductory verb it changes to wish, bless, pray, cry, exclaim, declare। so I hope you have understood this also। and next point, second rule, the interjection and exclamations like oh, well, hurrah, alas, etc. are omitted। omitted means यानी जब आप ये यूज कर देंगे wish, bless, cry, pray, claim, declare, then there is no need to express these words, because the exclamation words that you have like oh, well, hurrah, alas, so you will remove them, you will remove them, you will omit them, because when you have used these kind of words then there is no need to use these kind of exclamation वर्ड। तब आपको इस तरह के एक्सक्लेमेशन वर्ड को यूज करने की जरूरत नहीं होती, ऐसे वर्ड को यूज करने की जरूरत नहीं होती जो आश्चर्य प्रकट करने वाले होते हैं। समटाइम्स दैट बी यूज्ड इन exclamatory sentences। okay, so these are the exclamatory sentences, and after that optative sentence in, and the same rule and regulation you will follow in the optative sentences, because you know suppose कीजिए bless है, so bless means आशीर्वाद। आशीर्वाद का मतलब क्या, किसी को हम ब्लेस करते हैं, किसी को विश करते हैं, किसी के लिए प्रे करते हैं, जैसे हम कहते हैं ना कि यू मे लिव लॉन्ग, दिस इज अ विश, यू मे लिव लॉन्ग, God help you, this is a pray, God help you। so when you will have wishes, optative sentences that you have studied in class, okay, so optative sentence और exclamatory sentence, इन दोनों sentences को according to sense you will, suppose you will have wishes then you will use bless, pray, wish, or this kind of, and when you have exclamation that surprise you, so you can exclaim। and you know already that the exclamation words that we have in exclamatory sentences, we will not write them, because we have changed already to, we have written over there exclaim, so once again we will not use these words and we will omit from the sentences when you will change from direct to indirect। यानी डायरेक्ट में तो ये वर्ड यूज होंगे एक्सक्लेम वाले, लेकिन जब आप इन्हें इनडायरेक्ट में यूज करेंगे तो आपको इनडायरेक्ट में यूज करने की जरूरत नहीं होती है। So I hope you have understood all these points। Once again, let's revise and you will understood all these things in detail। So because you know all the rules that is given here, they are very important for you for changing from direct to indirect, and this is the very major topic that you should understood at your level, because this is the very important. Now you know both topic. First is you can say active and passive voice, you have you can say voice, and second part narration, that is reported speech given. So chapter number 9 and 10, it is very important for you. Okay, so chapter number 9 I have already taught you in the class. So and after that through these classes you will understood in detail what is reported speech. I have told you reported speech के दो पार्ट होते हैं, या रिपोर्टेड स्पीच के दो काइंड होते हैं, यानी किसी भी स्पीच को अगर हमें रिपोर्ट करना हो तो हम दो तरीके से रिपोर्ट करते हैं, एक होता है डायरेक्ट और दूसरा होता है इनडायरेक्ट. सो द एक्चुअल वर्ड्स ऑफ अ स्पीकर which are quoted are said to be indirect speech. For example, Ravi said, please can you give me some food to eat. Next, when the substances of what a speaker said is quoted without saying the actual word, it is said to be in the indirect. यानी हिंदी में समझ लीजिए थोड़ा सा, डायरेक्ट स्पीच वह सेंटेंस होता है जो किसी के द्वारा सेम टू सेम बोला गया हो, अगर उसी के सेम रिपोर्ट को हम दूसरे से कहते हैं उसी की लैंग्वेज में उसी की वर्ड्स में, दैट इज डायरेक्ट. बट अगर उसे हम चेंज करके अपने वे में कहते हैं दैट इज इनडायरेक्ट, क्योंकि डायरेक्ट और इनडायरेक्ट से आप समझ सकते हैं. सो डायरेक्टली दैट इज रिपोर्टेड, दैट इज कॉल्ड डायरेक्ट स्पीच, एंड इनडायरेक्टली व्हेन वी विल change, when we will change and indirectly report, then that is called indirect. And there are some rules and regulations that we should understand from changing direct to indirect. Those rules only important for you, because when sometimes when you will have these kind of words, these kind of sentences that is given in indirect, and suppose in your examination that is told to you that you will change these sentences into indirect, then you must follow those rules that are given in your exercises in your book. So you have seen the first rule: if the reported speech in past tense, both in reported speech are also in past tense. Okay, so as you can see shall का should होगा, will would may might can could, as you have seen the examples also, can का could हुआ था, अभी आपने देखा था. So because can's past is could, in the same way all the verbs changed like that in past tense when you will have your reporting verb in past already. Shall, should, will, would, may, might, can, could, come, came, is coming, was coming, has come, had come, has been coming, had been coming. And rule number second, you can see if the reporting verb is in present future tense, यानी अगर प्रेजेंट में और फ्यूचर में होगा, यानी रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब अगर प्रेजेंट में है या फ्यूचर में, तो आपको टेंस करने की चेंज करने की जरूरत ही नहीं. देयर इज नो नीड टू चेंज द टेंस व्हेन यू विल हैव योर रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब इन प्रेजेंट और future. Only you will change when you will have your reporting verb in past. In spite of it, in both tenses, you can say in present and in future, there is no need to change the tenses in your reported verb or in reporting speech also. Okay, so in the reporting verb is in present future tense, the tense verb in the reported speech is not changed at all. उसे change नहीं किया जाता. For example, the servant says tea is ready. तो यहाँ पे आपको tense change करने की जरूरत नहीं है. क्यों नहीं है? Listen once again. Why it is not need to change the tense? Because the first part you can say reporting verb is given in reporting verb or reporting speech is given in present, and you know already that second rule tells us that when we'll have this part in present, then the next part will not be changed in tense. So the servant says tea is ready, so the servant says that tea is ready. There is no need to change the tense. After that, once again revise the rule number third. So what is the third rule? You, as you can see, pronouns and possessive adjectives in the first and second person is directly indirect speech are changed into third person. I have told you already, first person I be, second person you. अगर ये तीनों अगर आपके प्रोनाउंस दिए गए हैं, तो आप अगर डायरेक्ट में ये दिए हुए हैं और इनडायरेक्ट में आप चेंज करना चाहते हैं, तो वहां पे हम थर्ड पर्सन का यूज करते हैं अकॉर्डिंगली. Okay, so pronouns are possessive adjectives in the first and second person in the direct speech are changed into the third person. As you can say, I be को he see it her में change कर सकते हैं, and be you our your और our and your plural है, they will change into they and their, like this. And after that, rule number fourth, once again revise. वर्ड्स एक्सप्रेसिंग नियरनेस चेंजेस टू वर्ड्स एक्सप्रेसिंग डिस्टेंट। आपको पता है कि ऐसे वर्ड जो नियरनेस शो करते हैं उन्हें हम इसके जस्ट अपोजिट यानी डिस्टेंट वर्ड्स में चेंज कर देते हैं। एज यू कैन सी इन एग्जांपल, नाउ यू विल चेंज इनटू देन, दिस दैट। इन द सेम वे, these, those, here, there, today, that day, yesterday, the previous day, ago, before, hither, thither, thus, so, tomorrow, the next day, last night, the previous night. So I hope you have understood all this until the rule number 5 I have told you already in the today's class. So in this way I have completed your this chapter, and you know there are some, I think, exercises also given. So all these exercises you will try to solve, and after that I will provide its all solve exercises to solve you. So I hope you have understood all these points that is given in your chapter, that is a reported speech. So you will read thoroughly, you will go through the chapter thoroughly so that you can understood. And suppose if you have any doubt, you will comment me. Once again I will try to tell you. Thank you my dear students for seeing this video.